Ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe to this channel right now. Donald Trump has won New Hampshire. He's already won the GOP nomination. This is absolutely stunning for a number of reasons. Hit subscribe to my super chat. I cannot do this without you, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot do this without you. To my super chat, thank you so very, very much. I will be back doing a whole bunch of live streams and uploads every single day and all throughout 2024, especially during the lead up to November when Trump regains the Oval Office. So hit subscribe right now. Everything that I have been saying is taking place. Everything that I've been saying is taking place, and I want everyone to ask a question. I want everyone to ask a question. To answer a question and ask the question. So to ask and then also to answer the same question that I'm asking, if that makes any sense. Paul Bartlett to my super chat. Thank you so much, Paul. So greatly appreciated. Have you ever, Paul, and to my super chat and everybody here, have you ever seen a political comeback like Trump? Nikki Haley will almost certainly drop out either before or after South Carolina. Trump is up by 30 points in South Carolina. But my question to you is this, Paul Bartlett, thank you so much. In Australia, to my crew in Australia, my viewers in Australia, thank you so much. I love you. And thank you everybody for watching. Paul Bartlett, I can never thank you enough. You are so wonderful, Paul. Thank you. Ask this question of yourself. It's a rhetorical question. You can answer it also. Have you ever seen a comeback in the United States of America? Gloria, hello. Have you ever seen a political comeback like Trump? Yes or no? Have you ever seen a political comeback? You can look at politicians, whether it's Richard Nixon before Watergate, after Watergate, somewhat. You could look at Reagan. You could look at, to an extent, Bill and Hillary Clinton. You can look at a whole bunch of political icons. Have you ever seen, and you can ask this question of friends, like-minded friends, and you can answer this question yourself. Have you ever seen a political comeback? Have you ever witnessed the entire America? Grover Cleveland, yes. Bob Dobbs, yes. Have you ever witnessed a political comeback where the entire American political establishment, and you will see Donald Trump speak right now. Syed, hello. Lillian, hello. Gloria, Kristen, everybody here. Manuel, thank you. Manuel, thank you. Arlene, hello. Paul Bartlett, thank you again. To my super chat, thank you. I can't do this without you. Butch, hello. South Carolina is going to help save this country. If you're in South Carolina, God bless you. I love you. I love you if you're in South Carolina. And the reason is that Trump is up by 30 points in South Carolina over Nikki Haley. Okay? South Carolina is not Nikki Haley country. Neither is Nevada. Okay? In New Hampshire, he had a resounding victory. And in New Hampshire, she spent millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. She will not have enough money from Never Trumpers. Never Trumpers are rich, but they're not stupid. Okay? Well, not all of them, let's say. Some are. Okay? Oh, I want to thank you, Paul Bartlett in Australia. Thank you so very much. I had to do my Billy, my Bubba. South Carolina is not Nikki Haley country. New Hampshire is the last. She lost miserably. He got 54%. She lost by 24,000, more than 24,000. Okay. And that's a small state. But if you look at the calendar, everybody. We have South Carolina, which Nikki Haley was the governor of, and she's going to lose miserably. And then Nevada. Okay, so Nevada, Trump is up by 20 to 30 points. Okay, Nevada loves Trump, especially after 4 years of mashed potato. Nevada loves Trump. South Carolina loves Trump. Okay, because you have people who own businesses who need business and tourism, and South Carolina and Nevada need tourism, business. They need people with. We had record highs in household median income. People don't have disposable income. We've run up as a country record highs in credit card debt. Okay? Record highs in credit card debt. And so you have a situation where if you're Nikki Haley and you're backed by Never Trumpers, how many millions of dollars are you willing to waste? I mean, how many millions of dollars is just going to evaporate going up against Trump? By the way, have you seen this, ladies and gentlemen? That's why I say, Paul Bartlett, I know you'll be here. Everyone, I know Kristen, Gloria, everyone's going to be here November. Butch, everyone here, be here in November of 2024, this year, because we need the world needs Trump. The world needs Trump. You'd have to be a complete imbecile to think that our current occupant, mashed potato, brains in the Oval Office, knows anything about the southern geographic region of our country, foreign policy, the economy. The economy is on the brink of a terrible market crash. We have interest rates through the roof and inflation going up. You do the math on that. You don't have to be an expert. You can find an expert. You can find many experts that disagree with Democrats. Trump is up 3.7 points. That's with RFK Jr. I love RFK Jr. Love Tulsi Gabbard. Love Vivek. But love Trump the most, obviously. By a lot. 3.7 points. Am I looking at this correctly? He's destroying mashed potato. Do you understand? It's mashed potato and gravy and, whatever, sour cream and bacon, whatever you want. He's gobbling mashed potato up. Brains. Mashed potato brains. Okay, hey, man, come on, man. Cornflakes, man. Come on, man. Oh, it's a speech impediment. No, it's not. Go look at him speak like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Butch! Thank you, Butch! Anepo, thank you! Thank you, Butch! Love South Carolina. A lot of beautiful places in South Carolina, and that's Trump country. Angela, hello. That's Trump country. Ernie, hello. Ace, hello. Kengo, 26, hello. So, Lazarus, hello. Cornflakes, man. Hey, man, cornflakes. Please, Hillary Clinton, please, for the love of God. Hillary, Trump, 2024, and then Trump wins again. But, I mean, Hillary then gets millions upon millions in terms of campaign cash, and, she could run again in 2032, 2028, 2032, 2036. No, not a problem. Okay, she could possibly win, it's possible that she wins in 24, but I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. It's possible, though. The only thing Democrats have is Hillary Clinton, but they're probably too stupid enough to realize that. And which would be hilarious, because I just want to see all the people who talked, in 2016 when I said I was not going to. President-elect Pressure 609, hello! Cyan, hello! Golden Moon. I just think that Hillary Clinton will be opposite Trump. I don't see anyone else. They say the wife of a former president. I don't see that at all. They have a ready-made. They have Hillary. Only Hillary Clinton can raise the hundreds of millions of dollars they would need in this terrible economy, with inflation just waiting to skyrocket and interest rates very high and credit card debt at an all-time high. It would be very interesting. But it's like, I just think that you look at Trump, 3.7 point, his 4-point lead nationally. He has a 4-point lead nationally. People are not happy. People are not happy with what's going on. They're not happy with what's going on. And in terms of foreign policy, it's been an absolute catastrophe. We didn't have this complete and utter breakdown in the world with Trump. We didn't. The biggest thing that we had was the Helsinki conference. Sandro, hello. Remember the Helsinki conference where people said, oh my God, he didn't, get into a wrestling match or an MMA ring with Putin. Oh my God. That was the most egregious thing that ever happened. Okay? That's the only thing that you could say, like, what took place? What took place? I want to know what went wrong. What went wrong during Trump's administration? I want to know. We had record highs in household median income. And this is something that you should really, really remember whenever anyone complains about Trump. We had record highs in household median income, record low poverty, real wages up, inflation less than 3%, interest rates less than 3%. What was wrong with Trump's economy? What was wrong with his foreign policy? President-elect, hello. What was wrong with Trump's foreign policy? I want to know. Why wouldn't anyone just simply say, let's say his name wasn't Trump. Let's say his name was Smith, and he was a mild man. Let's say Donald Trump was, Bob Bartholomew Smith, who was a mild-mannered, traditional Republican who didn't really want endless military conflict, very nice and kind, and, had a newspaper nationally that he owned that liked him, and didn't have a Twitter account, and he wasn't really good with media, a little bit socially awkward, but we had record highs in household median income, record low in poverty like we did with Trump. Great economy, great foreign policy. Let's say, Jeffrey Bartholomew Smith was the first president to step foot in North Korea. First president to step foot in North Korea. Doha Agreement, Abraham Accords, a whole bunch of things that he did. Okay, tariffs and tax cuts the Democrats have still kept. I just want to know, if he was a different person, would he then be acknowledged for all the good things that he did? At what point do you simply ignore the meltdown, the absolute apoplectic biblical meltdown by media and Democrats? At what point do you simply say, I am going to focus on the economy and foreign policy, and I don't care what people think? What was that band that said, You can do something to yourself. I won't do what you tell me. Now they only do what they're told or what they think they should do. I mean, these types of, like, in the 80s or 90s or 70s, 80s, 90s, punk rock was Trump. It was actually the type of personality Trump has. Doesn't care about anyone's opinion. Does what that person thinks is right or good or just just for the sake, doesn't adhere to groupthink. We had a great economy with Trump. What's wrong with people? What did Trump do? Oh, he tried to overthrow the country. No, he didn't. What did Trump do? What did this man do to liberal Democrats? What did Donald Trump do to harm liberal Democrats? I want to know what happened. What don't you like about record low poverty? I just want to know, what don't you like about record low poverty? Can somebody explain to me what Trump did to MSNBC and CNN and the Washington Post and the New York Times? What did this man do? He didn't get upset with Putin because the DNC email showed that Bernie Sanders was cheated in a primary that was supposed to be fair and neutral, and therefore Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign, and then Trump was supposed to be upset with the Kremlin. This is what we're supposed to worry about, not the record low poverty. What did this man do other than tell multinational organizations, we're going to do what's right for this country? There's nothing wrong. If you love the alliance in Europe, fine. What did Trump do? He made people pay more money. Big deal. Big deal. There's nothing that Trump did to warrant the hysterical and apoplectic response from people who despise him. He did nothing to warrant that. Did he? Look, he shouldn't have disparaged, in my view, he shouldn't have disparaged LeBron James. He shouldn't have disparaged NFL athletes. These were things that didn't help him. It didn't send a good message to the country, even though he was trying to, draw a line in the sand. But he didn't need to do that. But even that shouldn't overshadow record low poverty. We had record low poverty. Anyone can look it up. In 2019, we had record low poverty. And it's like the Cold War ended. The Berlin Wall fell in 89 and 90. So what's the problem here? Like, we don't live anymore in a world where, I mean, I'm sorry, we do live in a world where it could be a Cuban Missile Crisis at any moment. Okay? But President Obama stated the 80s want their foreign policy back to Romney. Okay? In 1989, we already saw the Berlin Wall fall, and President Obama stated to Mitt Romney, the 80s want your foreign policy back. It doesn't take an expert or a genius or somebody brilliant to realize that Democrats and their message is just full of, how shall we say, bandini. There's no substance. What policy don't you like about Trump? I want to know what policy. I didn't like that either. He fixed that. For the first year and a half, he fixed that. But by the way, the wall would have saved lives. He was right about that. Had Germany listened to him and others listened to him, he was right about natural gas in Europe. He was right about the economy. The economy is not doing well. And High Tones, hello. The economy is not, Florida Man Bear, hello. The economy is not doing well. And Nikki Haley wants to go back to the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld years. And this is what I don't get. Vote for Biden if you want to vote for Biden. I don't care if you vote for Biden. I don't care if a family member or friend votes for Biden. If you enjoy this world, if you think that the United States prospers with a Democrat, then you do what's best, what you think is best. I am going to look at the economy. I am going to look at foreign policy. I am going to look at our standing in terms of foreign policy and the economy on the global stage. Okay? I will look at where we were with Trump and where we are now with mashed potato. Okay? We had a better economy in 2019. His last year in office, he had no ability to tell Democratic governors what to do. It's the most disingenuous and duplicitous argument to say that Trump's economy was, that his last year in office was part of Trump's economy. I just don't understand what Trump did to these people. It's like my entire life, if you wanted Walter Mondale or you wanted, you wanted Bill Clinton, it really doesn't matter. It didn't matter. People just had their own viewpoint. You wanted Ross Perot? Okay. That's your viewpoint. When the cult is the political party that disowns friends and family because a person votes for somebody other than what the media wants. Media, MSNBC, CNN, The Washington Post, New York Times, they have, by omission, lied every single day about Trump. And there's about 10 other publications that have lied every single day by omission about Trump. Where is the one Trump supporter at the Washington Post, by the way? Where is the one Trump supporter at the New York Times? Where is the one Trump supporter at the Los Angeles Times? Where is the one Trump supporter at CNN or MSNBC? What, can I get one? You have one Biden voter at Fox. Can I get one? The man got 73 million Americans, Trump, in his last year in office. Can I get one? Where's the one Trump supporter? Can I get one late night comedian? Is that even possible? Can I get one late night comedian? Can Jimmy or Seth Meyers or Stephen Colbert make one joke about Hunter? Or Joe, can you make one joke? Or is it against their religion? Why is there not one supporter of Donald J. Trump at the Washington Post? Can I get one? And don't tell me, well, they have one person who is a Republican. I don't care. It's not about Republican, Democrat. It's about Trump versus Republican and Democrat. Can I get one supporter of Trump somewhere in the media? Where is that one supporter? That person doesn't exist. At CNN or the Washington Post, the New York Times, MSNBC, The Atlantic? Is there maybe one supporter of Trump at The Atlantic? Is there maybe one supporter of Trump at the Daily Beast or The Nation or Mother Jones or Esquire or Vanity Fair or Rolling Stone? Is there one supporter at Rolling Stone of Trump? Can I get one? Was there one at BuzzFeed? when they did politics. And so the thing is, ask yourself that question. Where is that one supporter of Trump in the media? Where are the person doesn't exist? You might as well find the Loch Ness monster or the Yeti, or or the Steele dossier evidence. And the reason people should ask that question. People should ask that question because for too long, the average American just takes it for granted that all of media is against Trump and he's still up by 4 points. So what does that tell you? Imagine if Trump had support at the Washington Post. Biff Bifford! Biff! To my super chat, thank you! Biff, thank you! HA, do you think MSM and Democrat donors are backing Haley, which is why she won't back out? Yeah, I mean, Biff, great question. They are. I don't know if I don't maybe I don't know if I think that there are voters who are backing Haley. I think that donors, I'm not so sure, but the Never Trump donors, yes. Never Trump donors, yes. The cult is the Never Trump Democratic machine. It's funny that Democrats say Trump supporters are a cult when I don't care what anyone does. If they want to vote Biden, go ahead. It's the liberal Democrats who feel that if you vote for Trump, you should never have been born, and that you should never work again, and that you should be shunned by polite society and never spoken to again by lifelong friends. I mean, it's like, I think Biff, thank you so much. I just think that the donors, the Democratic donors, maybe it's possible that some of them backed Haley. I don't know, Biff. I think that the Never Trump Republican donors did. And I think everyone should ask why there's not any support for Trump at major publications in the country. I just don't understand why. It's such a simple question. It's such a simple question. And there's a direct line, by the way. In 2016, I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. And the Washington Post said I was the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters. I left the cult-like organization called Liberal Democrat or Democrat. I left that. And I said, I'm voting for Trump. And I lost friends and I got hit pieces. But see, the thing is, if you're a Trump voter and then you decide to vote Biden, people feel sorry for you. By the way, that never happens, hardly ever. But you think I would care? Go look at the channels, Philip, hello. Go look at the channels. Go look at the channels that despise Trump and despise anyone who backs Trump. Pony Soldier, thank you. Creating, oh, yes. That's very, very, very nice of you. Pony Soldier, thank you so very much. Jigsaw, hello. Jigsaw, hello. Jigsaw Jazz, hello. I love jazz. I love Maynard Ferguson. I love Arturo Sandoval. Jigsaw, thank you. Nah, because you like Trump for the economy and foreign policy. It's not a cult. the funny thing is, if Trump's adversaries despise him so much that any support for Trump is viewed as abnormal, that's not the Trump supporters' fault. That's the problem or the dilemma of people who despise Trump. It is not the person that likes Donald Trump because of a great economy or a better foreign policy that should be worried about any, issues. It's like if somebody likes Biden, I feel sorry for that person. I want to know, what is it about America of today that you like better than 2019? Because 2019 was the last year that we had a functioning economy and a functioning foreign policy. Nicholas, hello. The cult is not people who support Trump. The cult is people who despise Trump so much they would rather have a terrible economy and an atrocious foreign policy because they don't like his tan, his orange tan, or they don't like his personality. I liked Bernie Sanders because I was part of that very warped and twisted paradigm. Bernie Sanders would never have implemented or presided over record low poverty. Again, I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the planet, according to the Huffington Post. Okay? I was the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. You can look at that on my website, hagoodman.com. I'm telling you, there's not one policy, there's not one idea associated with Bernie Sanders that would have gotten us to record low poverty. If anything, his policies, like single payer alone, would never get, it can't even get off the ground on a state level. Medicare for all or single payer is a great idea. But like every Bernie Sanders or far left idea, it's not feasible. You can't even get one state to do it. Where's the free health care in Vermont or any other state? So, and then you want to ban fracking? Then go ahead. You're in the Senate, Bernie. Introduce a bill right now in 2024 to ban fracking. Do it. Why doesn't Bernie Sanders want to ban fracking? Just here, where is the bill that AOC is pushing for single payer or to ban fracking? These people are lying through their teeth. Where's the bill? Where's the beef? You want to ban fracking at a time when gas, natural gas, and oil could be at record highs or were at record highs, when interest rates are through the roof, just to make sure inflation doesn't go through the roof again. Why doesn't Bernie Sanders want to ban fracking anymore? All he's worried about is saying that Trump is the most harmful president of all time. Where's the Green New Deal? Why don't they pass a Green New Deal? Why don't they abolish the filibuster, add people to the Supreme Court, all of these dumb, stupid ideas? Why don't they do any of these things? It's a racket. That's why you get millions of, you have channels with millions of subs selling things that are not only impossible, but they're selling ideas that they know very well will never in a million years be implemented, but it's a religion, or dare I say a cult. People think that I should say this. Well, look. Christopher Hitchens, one of my inspirations. Great, awesome. When your religion, however, is politics, and you think that morality revolves around single payer, or, ignoring the fact that Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld are backing Nikki Haley and Biden, When your morality revolves around political allegiances and tribalism, that's a big problem. It's a huge, huge problem. That's why people don't ask the question, why isn't there a Trump supporter on CNN? Jay, hello. Why isn't there a Trump supporter at the Washington Post? What is wrong with record low poverty? Poverty rates are directly linked to every social problem we have in this country and around the world. Has nothing to do with curtailing the Second Amendment. People who commit crimes, people who commit crimes with, inanimate objects linked to the Second Amendment oftentimes have criminal records. The criminal records almost always are associated with high poverty rates in certain areas of the country, almost always run by Democrats. Nicholas! If you lost friends over politics, then well, they were never your friends. You know, Nicholas, thank you so very, very, very much. Nicholas, thank you so much. I think that at a certain point, you cease to be a friend of somebody if I agree with you. Sadly, these people, many of them were amazing friends, but it's unfortunate, Nicholas, you're 100% right, that when you pick politics over friendship, it's a big problem. That is a cult. That is a problem. I'm reading something. Nicholas! Thank you so very much, Nicholas. Thank you. You know, Nicholas, when I was being published in the Huffington Post, over 200 times and 100 times plus through the editors. Through this, she's going to drop out either within the next couple of days or right after South Carolina. Because I don't think you want to be the governor of South Carolina and lose by 30 points, the former governor. But when you look at the response that I got when I said I wasn't going to vote for Hillary Clinton, who I think should be the 24 nominee, or will be the 24 nominee. Nicholas, thank you again. That response, Debbie, hello. That response is this a cult-like response. I mean, hit pieces and, the Daily Beast published a hit piece on me because I was a Bernie Sanders supporter who wouldn't vote for Clinton. Do you think that conservative publications would publish a hit piece on me if I liked DeSantis? Nobody cares. That's why Trump supporters have never been part of any cult. Nobody cares if you like DeSantis or Nikki Haley. We feel sorry for you. You think I care if somebody likes Biden or Nikki Haley or DeSantis? I don't care at all. It's the million sub channels who make a living. Oh, did you see what this person said and what that person? This person is a fool. This person got destroyed. This person, nobody cares. I don't care. I don't care. Conservatives really don't care, or I should say, people who vote Trump do not care what Biden voters or Haley voters or DeSantis voters or Democrats, like who they vote for. Butch, hello. So, why would I care what you do with your life? It doesn't affect me or anyone's life. Thank you so much, Nicholas. Thank you. To my super chat, I can't thank you enough. My life doesn't revolve around constantly trying to uphold sacred cows. I don't care. Which gets me to this. Yeah. So he'll win by more than 30 points. Butch, you think 29 points or over 30? If you're in South Carolina, you think over 30? Of course. There's no way that she gets in South Carolina or Nevada anywhere close to 20-something points. It's going to be over 30 points. Okay? Do you think, ladies and gentlemen, Trump, defeats Haley by 26? No. You think he defeats Haley by 28 points? It's going to be 32 to 35, maybe 38 points. You know, when she was governor, it was a completely different world. Well over 30. I mean, there's just no way that it's under 30. If it's 30 because she was the former governor, but again, it's like at the end of the day, Nikki Haley is nobody wants to go back to the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld years of endless counterinsurgency conflicts. This is what drives me. This is what has always driven me. This is why I went from Bernie Sanders to Trump. So this is why I went from Bernie Sanders to Trump, if anybody ever asks or wonders. I am against never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. Nikki Haley is not against them. Trump is against them. What drives me, I've written about this in The Hill and other places. I am against counterinsurgency conflicts, never-ending military conflict. I want American men and women never in a million years to be sent to counterinsurgency conflicts where you don't know who the enemy is and where there's a zero definition of victory. Okay? A counterinsurgency conflict, military conflict, is where you have perhaps a civil war or perhaps a urban environment or a rural environment where you send Americans to implement a political objective through military means, and you try to win the hearts and minds of people who live there forever while we have a time limit. You cannot wage a war or any conflict within those parameters. It is impossible. There has never been a successful counterinsurgency conflict for a great power. It's never happened. It didn't happen for England in the 13 colonies. It didn't happen anywhere else with us or with the Russians or with the French, anywhere else, in Vietnam or anywhere else, or Afghanistan. So Nikki Haley, Bush, Cheney, Rumsfeld, Biden know nothing about history. Okay? That's what drives me. That's what drives me. That's what's important to me. That's why I love Trump. That's what's important to me. You know? That's what's important to me. I do not want American men and women to be sent. I think that God doesn't want the United States of America to send men and women to unwinnable military conflicts. I think that is the epitome of immorality to engage in a Nikki Haley or Bush, Cheney or Rumsfeld or Biden or Kerry or Clinton foreign policy. Kerry's an interesting one. It's like you made a political statement when you were younger and then you ignored everything you claimed to stand for? Okay. Voting for everything Bush and Cheney and Rumsfeld wanted just for political purposes? Luke St. Martin! Hello! I think Florida Man Bear Trump would be very good with that. Luke St. Martin, hello, long time. Opinion, Joe will not be in the card in November. He will step aside. The DNC will shoot. Yeah, I agree. Saul's primary, I agree. I'm thinking they should get... Luke St. Martin, thank you so much. So good to see you. I don't know about that gentleman. That governor, I think, maybe will run in 28. I think that governor will not run in 24. Luke St. Martin, thank you. I think that either Hillary Clinton or somebody that you have that just, I think Hillary Clinton, Luke, she has the ability through media and through donations and through campaign fundraising to make a comeback. I think she'll lose, but at the end of the day, if she makes, if she breaks a record in terms of fundraising, then both Clintons have won. Nanja Ninja, hello. But I think that he'll step aside. Luke St. Martin, I think he'll step aside. I think that somehow, some way, Hillary and Bill, because Hillary Clinton has an established network already of fundraising and media and, the whole 2016, well, now it's your chance. You can save us from Trump, but that's not going to work either. And then, she could possibly win, but then if she loses, she could just, that campaign fundraising is going to be beyond belief because Democrats, this is their last, this reincarnation or this paradigm of the Democratic Party. This is the last presidential contest of this current Democratic Party with like AOC and others, a squad and all that. I mean, it could be that they continue towards that political paradigm and then continue to lose. But the union of AOC and Biden, that's a very stupid union. It's a very bizarre and peculiar union. And I think this is the last time we'll see that type of thing. So I just when people despise or dislike Trump, and thank you again, Luke. Thank you as always, Luke. So good to see you. I think when people when people have a problem with Trump, they don't have a problem with his policies. They don't like his personality, but a lot of their dislike of his personality has to do with media coverage. And people cannot delineate between the intense laser focus on trying to disparage Trump. Hello, American girl. People cannot differentiate between that and the good that he did. You have to judge a man or a woman by the good they do in life. You cannot judge them by personality. Again, you must judge a human being by the good that they've done. I hope so, Colonel. I've changed my Colonel. I've changed my opinion of him for obvious reasons. If you watch, yeah, I know you watch the channel, but you judge a man, you judge a woman on the good they do. You don't judge them on personality. Okay? If you judge somebody on personality and ignore the good that they do, then you're a fool. You judge a man or a woman by their accomplishments. How did they leave the world or the country better? Was the country better off? And I'm not talking about his last year. His last year in office was a confluence of every single terrible event possible. And more people lost their lives in Biden's first year. So, and now we know that a facility that creates these things in the most populous nation in the world. Oh, gee, Trump was right about that. Gosh, who could have predicted that? Who could have predicted that Trump was right about something emanating from a facility in the most populous country on the planet? Who could have possibly predicted that? J-Spot, hello. And so you have, I mean, be here every day. I mean, every day we'll do a live stream. I'll try my best to do a live stream every day, people. During the lead up, you better believe we're going to do a live stream or 2 live streams every single day. I'm so proud and happy that we reached, 600 viewers. But Nikki Haley will drop out, and then the Republicans will try to make it difficult for Trump when he's convicted. So Trump will be convicted before November. Thank you, Debbie. Trump will be convicted before November. It won't matter. Florida Man Bear! Thank you! Thank you as always, Florida Man Bear. Thank you! Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for always watching and for years and years of support. Florida Man Bear, thank you! Speaking of Florida, DeSantis did the right thing. Florida Man Bear, DeSantis did the right thing. Should never have run. DeSantis did the right thing. But I was saying, how many times, how many of the same video did I do? DeSantis is dropping out. He's going to drop out. Florida Man Bear, DeSantis, what are your thoughts? He should have just waited. Luke St. Martin, thank you. Paul, thank you. Everybody here, thank you. Nicholas, thank you. He should have just waited. He should have just waited. I mean, he should have just waited. Because you know what? If you're DeSantis or Haley, and Florida Man Bear, thank you so very much. Thank you, as always. New Hampshire. You got South Carolina in February and Nevada in February. Okay. So, Republican. Let's see, hold on one second. Nevada, February 8th. And February 24th, South Carolina. Okay. Then you get Michigan. Trump is even up in Michigan over Biden in many polls. Idaho, which is the one of the most conservative in the whole country. Alabama and Idaho are two of the most conservative states. Missouri, another, generally conservative state. North Dakota. And so tell me how, then Super Tuesday, Alabama, Trump is up by 40 points over his competition, Alabama? And in California, there's a lot of people who love Trump in California. Arkansas. So, and then you get Oklahoma, North Carolina. So, it's pretty much, this is confirmation that no matter what happens, Trump's going to run away with it, but also he'll get convicted and nobody will care. Nobody will care. People will know very well that what happened was simply somebody giving bad advice. Florida Man Bear, thank you again. Thank you again. It was an amazing live stream tonight, everybody. We'll do 5 more minutes. Amazing live stream. I can't thank you enough. And I play the long game, ladies and gentlemen. I play the long game. I've always tried to, especially this year. They're going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at Trump. And I just don't see, if you have Nikki Haley losing by 30,000 in New Hampshire, there's no chance, there's no chance that she wants to, as the former governor of South Carolina, get humiliated and become mortified by losing by 40 points. Because I think it would probably be 38, 30, 40 points. South Carolina is Trump country. So the whole country is Trump country, but the entire United States really is Trump country. Nobody votes for Biden. They vote, the cult is the Democratic Party. They vote for the D. They like the D. The Democrats, the Democratic Party. They enjoy the letter D, which is the Democrat. Democrat. That's what I mean. I didn't mean anything else. They enjoyed the letter D. They enjoyed the D, which is the Democratic Party. That is the cult. It ain't Trump. Trump's not the cult. You don't vote for a better economy and a better foreign policy knowing that the entire planet might disown you. Okay? You do so because you're like, Trump is an objectively better candidate. You're voting Trump, willing to withstand the apoplectic, hysterical tirade of people who lose. Okay, when they say Trump tried to keep control, he left. The man left. What more do you want? He tried to go to the courts. It didn't work out. There was criminal behavior, and people were let in on the other side of the building. So it's like, it is what it is. Don't try to make it something it's not, which is what Democrats always do. So, Nicholas, Florida Man Bear, hello. Yes, he deserves it. Nicholas, thank you. He deserves it. Thank you so very much. So thank you, Nicholas. Florida Man Bear, thank you. Florida Man Bear, thank you so very, 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 very much, Florida Man Bear. Thank you. So, Florida Man Bear, everybody here, if Trump is defeating Haley by 40 points in South Carolina, please tell me how. If you are a Republican, never Trump Republican donor, why would you give money knowing February 8th, Trump is up by 30 to 40 points in Nevada? How many more 30-point losses do you need, Nikki Haley donors? How many more? I don't know. How many more? He's already defeating Biden by 4 points, and there's not one Trump writer on the Washington Post or New York Times, not one pundit at CNN or MSNBC, not one comedian. What more do you need to know that the country really does favor Trump? Trump is running a 40-yard dash in 4.2 seconds with a 100-pound backpack. If you took Usain Bolt, well, you could say the greatest athlete of all time. I mean, if you just talk about pure athlete, Muhammad Ali, you could say, also, but in terms of a pure athlete, okay, who is a better athlete than Usain Bolt? Okay, and if you gave him a 100-pound backpack, he wouldn't win anything. If you make it normal and a level playing field, nobody has a 100-pound backpack and everybody just, then he wins. If you make him wear a 100-pound backpack, which is what Trump has with all of media, all of late night, social media algorithms, intel officials that despise him, well, what do you think? Then he's still up over Biden. So why would Haley continue? Trump is the Usain Bolt of politics. He's the Obi-Wan Kenobi of politics, I'll tell you that right now. Florida Man Bear, thank you so very much. Thank you. Paul Bartlett, you are so wonderful. Florida Man Bear, you're so wonderful. Thank you so very much. Nicholas, Luke, everyone here to my super chat. I cannot thank you enough, everybody. Pony Soldier, thank you. Everybody, thank you so very much. Ask yourself the question, why isn't there one person, one Trump supporter? Exactly, the Obi-Wan Trumpy. Obi-Wan Trumpy. Why isn't there one Trump supporter at PBS? Why isn't there one Trump supporter at all at the Australian or BBC or anywhere in New Zealand and all the major publications there? Where are the Trump supporters at all of these publications? You have a better chance finding the Loch Ness Monster. Hey, God bless you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Paul Bartlett, thank you so much. Nicholas, Florida Man Bear, everyone here. Thank you so very much. Pony Soldier, everyone here. Thank you so very much. Luke St. Martin, everyone here. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Florida Man Bear, thank you again so very much for so many years of support. Hit subscribe, everybody. This year is going to be a fun, beautiful year. Okay? And I want to tell you something. You put family first. You put your family first. Okay? Your friends, your happiness, your joy, and politics way below. Have a great evening, everyone, and a great morning. Thank you so much. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow for the live.